Hello guys, welcome back to the session. So we had two sessions in Jenkins. So this is going to be our third session. So in last two sessions we have covered how what is Jenkins actually, what is CI/CD. We have seen how categorized the CI/CD. So in CI we have stuff like continuous download, build, continuous deployment and continuous testing, and CD is nothing but continuous delivery again. Okay, so we have seen that part, and last session we have seen how to establish an environment like for a sample development environment, a sample testing environment, a sample production environment. Okay, so on development we have done Git, Maven, Jenkins installation. Okay, and testing and production environment we have installed Tomcat, and we have seen how we generally deploy an application manually on the Tomcat server. Correct. So let us see now how this Jenkins is going to play a part in this. Okay, so how we are really going to implement this continuous integration and continuous delivery using the Jenkins. Okay, so here what I am planning is I don't want to show you everything because if I show everything like CI/CD in one step, you may get confused. So what I'll do, let us have a look like how that download happens, how that build happens, how the deployment happens, how the testing happens, how the delivery happens. So once we go through all these one by one, we can merge all this and we can do a project like end-to-end project. So that will be helpful to you. Okay, so without wasting any time, what I have done, I just simply started Jenkins. Okay, so and I've logged into Jenkins. I've shown you this already in previous class, right? Okay, so I've just logged in here. So this is our Jenkins dashboard. Say this is stuff. I've just started Jenkins. Okay, so this is our Jenkins dashboard. See here, actually the term we call it as, for every activity we'll call it as job or a build. Job or build. You can see create a job. Create a job means a job to do some activity, a job to do downloading, a job to do deployment, a job to do testing, a job to do build. Okay, either it may be individual jobs or within one job we can do this, all this. It depends. But for that one activity, like to that one activity, we name it as job or a build. Okay, so let us do a build. So this is the dashboard of Jenkins. Come here, click on new item. Okay, just give something like what we can give, Java. Okay, Java. Okay, let us give Java. Okay, choose freestyle project. Don't worry, these are the different things we have here, but let us go with freestyle project. So once we we get into some deeper level, I'll just explain these things. As of now, get this one. So name a build like Java. Just choose freestyle project, click on OK. Oh, is it a job already exists? What we can do, we have only one job, right? Yeah, we have the only one job and nothing is executed. Okay, so this is the Java, and this we call, once you create any job, you can see dashboard like this. Okay, so as of now we have not done anything. We have just simply created a Java, means a build a job, nothing like simply creating an empty folder on Windows. We have not done anything under that. Okay, this is simply a name of that build. Okay, so now you have to start doing the configuration stuff. So to do the configuration, you can just come here, click on drop down, click on configure. Okay, so what is the first part? First part is continuous downloading. So what we generally download in continuous downloading, we'll generally download code. So remember, we are not going to download application, we are going to download code only. So in the second step where build comes into the picture, that build, whatever the tool we use, that create an artifact by using this code. So in download we are going to download, in download stage we are going to get only code. So on net I have just seen this sample Java project. Okay, so because I don't have any project, right, so I have just taken this from someone has composed this stuff and they just kept it in public. So I found this. Okay, so to do that, to to download this code, let's say now in real time scenario, treat is like your developer. Okay, this guy is your developer only. So this guy has developed something, okay, and he has pushed to remote repository, and what he will do, he will give you a URL. He'll give you that URL. Okay, he'll give you that URL. So now you have to get this URL, Okay, so that URL in general you can get from here. Click on code, you can see here copy box, copy it. Okay, so come to Jenkins. Okay, go to source code management. That is only, right? Git is nothing but source code management. We are going to download code from Git only, so that is only source code management. See here you can see Git, but you could not see any other tools, any other source code management tools, because if you observe in last session when we done that plugins installation, Git has been installed at that point of time only. So that's why you could see this Git here. Okay, select Git. Now just copy that URL, apply and save, apply and save. Okay, so now this is project Java. You can do build from here, or you can go to dashboard, or you can do from here, or you can do from here also. That's your wish. Okay, so before that I want to show you one thing. Just I'm taking this development machines duplicate session. Okay, to show you one thing. EC2 hyphen user, EC2 hyphen user, sudo su. Okay, so where we have actually this Jenkins stuff, root dot Jenkins. Okay, ll. So you could see one folder is workspace. Just get into the workspace. Just do ll. Nothing was there under this workspace. So this is the place where actually this job based configuration is going to be stored. So as of now we didn't build any jobs. See here we just created job, but we didn't build it. We didn't run it. We just done some configuration. We have to run it. So then we can consider this build has done. Okay, so let us do this. Okay, I'm just doing. See here you could see this is simple a display kind of thing. In last success nothing, last failure nothing, last duration also nothing. Okay, let me just build this and you can observe the changes. See here. Oh, it should show here actually. Okay, let me refresh once. Okay, it's done, it seems already. Okay, so you could see right mark means job has successfully done. And if you come to this last success, you could see 13 seconds back, and this number one is nothing but this job has run for only one time. Okay, in terms of success. Okay, the duration is this one. And if you want to see the log for this, just drop down here, go to console output. See, you could see here finished success, you could see the success message. And if you observe, see building in workspace, root Jenkins workspace Java, that's what we have seen here. So now if you do ls, you can see Java, right? You could see Java. Go to that Java, ls. See, now you have the files, whatever you have here. See, correct? So this is nothing but you just downloaded the code. So this is how, generally we download code from source code management using Jenkins. Okay, seems you are clear with download, continuous download. Okay, so now we have downloaded the code. Now we are having the code handy. Now we can't deploy this code on application server. We cannot deploy this code on application server. What we have to do? We have to deploy an artifact on application server, correct? So last time we have seen, right, we have deployed a calendar file. So in that way we have to get something calendar.war file, abcd.war file, java.war file, something. Okay, so that we have to get. So how that happens means that happens through build. Okay, that happens through build tool. Build means not this build, that is going to happen through build tool, means Maven tool. Okay, so let me go back to this project. What I am doing, okay, so here only I am just clicking on configure. So if you observe our first step, what is our first step? Our first step is we have downloaded the code at this moment. Okay, so now we have to build an artifact. Okay, come to build, click on invoke top level Maven targets. So means we are going to use Maven build tool here. So here actually in goal you can write package. So what is mean by this package? See, this is one goal, stuff we have in Maven. Okay, we are going to have seven stages in Maven. This is the first stage to build a code. So simply write package under this. Simply write package under this. Okay, apply, save, apply, save. Now come back to this, or else this is here only you can build it. Okay, but let us go to dashboard, because we can see how many number of times it has built. That stuff we can see. See here, you can see the history. First time was success. Okay, so or else you can do from here or anywhere, no problem. Okay, so just come here, build now. So now apparently it should ideally it should be like number 2, right? See, number 2 Java is happening, number 2 Java. Okay, let it get finished. Okay, so just let us refresh it. Oh, what happened? What happened? Checking so long time. Okay, see, this is done. Okay, when it is done, last success 34 seconds back. Okay, you could see this, and you could see number of steps has been executed only 2 times. Just check this console output. Okay, so this is the place where you have seen first one. Where you have seen first one means getting code from Git repository, remote repository to our thing by using Jenkins. Okay, from here, see, you can see Maven package. This is the command, already it has been taken. See, if you remember, we have installed Maven and this machine, correct? So Maven package. So this is the goal we have given under build. Okay, so it has scanned that code. So it is trying to build a war file. See, building war file. Where it is building? It is building under root Jenkins workspace Java. This is the thing we have till now, right? So under that, we are going to get target directory. So under the target directory, it is going to place this war file. So you can see this message, build is success. So in first step, we have downloaded code from the remote repository. In second step, we have build an artifact using the code. Okay, so if you observe how many jobs we have here, only we have one job, that is project Java. So within that we have done this, correct? So now we have seen how download happens, how build happens. So if you observe now, let us go here, just give ls. See, now you could see target, cd target, ls. So this is the war file. So ideally what should happen? This war file you should copy to Tomcat server. Okay, but you should not do it manually as we did in yesterday, like last session. This also has to be taken care by Jenkins. Only. Okay, so how we'll do that? Okay, again just go back to this Java, click on configure. Okay, so build environment, build. Okay, post build actions. Okay, so you don't have any thing like deployment stuff, right? You don't have any. Do you have any option here? No. So for that, come to dashboard. Yes, come to dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, manage plugins. So for this you have to download a plugin, deploy to container. What, it is not there or what? Yes, see the deploy to container. Check that, install without restart. Okay, so once you get success message, yes, you got the success. Go to dashboard, go to the project, go to configure, go to post build actions. Just check now. See, you could see deploy var here to a container. Okay, select this option. Okay, now you can see sorry, now you can see this stuff. Okay, so here ideally you should mention that var file path. Okay, ideally you should mention this path. Okay, pwd means this one, this one, and after this one. Ideally you have to mention in it, but in real time it's not something like you're going to have only one application or one var file. Okay, so you need whatever, see, once a code is modified and after that build has happened, for multiple things, you could see multiple var files as well. Okay, so you have to get entire var files, so you can't mention all that locations, right? So for that, what we are giving, ** ** dot var. So under the target means how many folders are there, that is not matter. So yes, just go there and check in that workspace whatever the var files are there, that you have to deploy. That's it. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just doing context path is nothing but, see, now we will be having a Tomcat server. Okay, we will be having a Tomcat server in testing environment. See, let us come to testing environment. So this is our Tomcat server. I'm just logging into Tomcat server. Before that, Tomcat. Okay, jenkins.ppk, enter. Oh shit. Okay, EC2 hyphen user sudo su hyphen, okay, ls, so just cd tomcat /bin, enter, / Catalina, what is this? Okay, chmod 755 *, okay, / Catalina .sh start. Okay, so now this has been started. Let us use public IP for this, and let us see how this Tomcat is running. Oh, what is this? It's running, right? Okay, Tomcat started, and we have noted public IP, right? 3.22.41.31. Yes, it is. What happened? ps-f grep java. Still you're not getting, right? Okay, vi/etc sysconfig sa linux. Disable, right? Disable. This is sorry. Okay, ideally it should work. Yes, yes, we got it, right? So just after this, what I am trying to suggest, give, let's say test, because I want to name my application as test, as it is a test environment. I just wanted to make it clear. Okay, just observe, you're not able to see anything, right? So what I am doing, so this is the context path. I want to see this test. So now application is not deployed, that's the reason you're not you're not able to see anything. So here I want to access application in this pattern. I want to give access context as test. So that's why I'm just giving test here. Okay, so now your part is to add container. So on which container you should deploy this? Select Tomcat 8. Okay, so actually before this we have to do one stuff here. I forgot actually, sorry. So you have to configure username and password for this. Let's see, this is the location. Okay, this is the location, and if you see, this is the file tomcat users.xml. just tomcat users.xml, enter. Okay, come, just give shift G, you will come to entire, at the end of the page, give I, so you can insert anything. Okay, just before this tomcat users, okay, copy this. Okay, just before that ending line, tomcat user, copy this, and you have to observe, see, the username you are giving is admin, password you are giving is password. Okay, so this is already I've given it somewhere. Okay, so I'm just saving this admin and password. Okay, or else let me give something like password and password. Shift G, password and password. So my username is itself password and password also password. So once you done this, and you have to restart it. Once you done this, you have to restart this. Catalina.sh stop, Catalina.sh start. Okay, so now you have done. So come here. Okay, you have chosen Tomcat 8, and here you need to click on add, click Jenkins. Okay, so come here, just give username what you have given, password also you are given as password. Okay, just add it. Okay, just to scroll down, you could see whatever the username password has been saved here. So this is the username and password was encrypted. Just select that one, and here you have to give URL for that Tomcat server where you want to deploy. Okay, so I want to give, I can use private IP address because these two servers are located under same region, so these can communicate using the private IP. So port is 8080. See, remember, when you are accessing an AWS instance or this server, you have from outside you have to use public IP. So when you have started, when you want to communicate these machines which are located within a region, that can communicate using the private IP. Okay, just apply and save. Just come to dashboard, run this, build now. Okay, we should get third one as success. Let's see. Okay, ideally we should get it here itself without refreshing. Oh, see, this is got failed. Okay, let's see what is console output. See, you can see wrong mark here. Earlier it was success. Okay, so now if you observe in this project, what we have git stuff. So this is done till this point, and we have build stuff. So that has started here and ended here. So from here it is going to deploy. See, attempting to deploy one war file. Okay, so but we are facing some issue. Let's see what is that issue. The username you provide is not allowed to use the text-based Tomcat manager. Okay, fine. Okay, so guys, if you face, not sure you are going to get this every time, but if you face this error, come here, cd //cd web apps manager meta info. See, this is the location. Come here, do ls, take copy, take backup of this one. No need actually, but if something didn't work with your modifications, you can just revert it again, right? So go to original file. Okay, just comment here because this is host issue was there, so that's the reason. So come here. Okay, just give insert. Okay, so means you are telling to the script not to read from here to here. So means, see, this has been started here. Okay, this has been started here, and this has been ending Okay, this is started here and this is ending here, so no need to that whatever execution you do, that won't read, while reading this file it won't read this space. Okay, just copy it, sorry, save it. Okay, come back and restart cd bin catalina.sh stop. Okay, catalina.sh start. Okay, let us try now. So now 2 builds has done, third one is fail. Okay, see last failure, you can see third job is failed. Come here, build now, hopefully it gets success now. Okay, it's running. Wow, it's taking some time. What happened? What, still it is happening? Strange. See, you could see here, once you get into the log, means job or build, you could see first one is success, second one is success, third one is failed, fourth one is running, and you can see every build log here. See, this is for till the second, this is the point at second, this is output for second execution of build. Now you can see third, fourth, whatever you want, you can check it here. Oh, ideally it should not take this much time, because we are not using anything complicated. It's quite basic, simple one. Okay, let's see if we get success, will be good. Guys, do practice, because if you watch and skip, it really won't help you. Okay, see, from now onwards it's going to be a bit complicated. Only with theory you really can't survive and you can't manage. Okay, it's something you have to see what it is, what we have inside that tool. Okay, now Git is bit okay, because that basic thing, and you can survive and you can manage actually. And to be fair, in real time also you won't get much much things on Git. Even if you get something, that will be it will be hard for first time. It will be like repetitive things only. But when it comes to Jenkins and this thing, it may change the configuration. You may need to do based upon the requirement. The requirement vary from time to time. Okay, so you just focus on this, do practice. Oh, what happened? Really, it should not take this much time. Now we given everything properly. Okay, this one we have given something fine, so this is also very nice. Okay, var test password, let us check this. 172 248, correct, right? Correct. Okay, see, you can add one more container, deploy, and you have lot of options that you will come to know while practicing only. Yeah guys, seems it is success. So you could see right mark, fourth build is success. Let us see log for this. Okay, so it has started, because in this job we have 3 steps. One, in first step it has to download the code, in second step it has to build the artifact, third step it has to deploy the application. Okay, see, and we have seen when we give this, we got the error. Now let's see whether we get a proper one or not. See, from this point to this point it is completely Git stuff. So here Maven has started to build, so it has finished by this point of time. See, now the deployment has started here, attempting to deploy one var file. Okay, so deploying, which one? Deploying root Jenkins workspace Java target so and so wwt var file. Okay, that's what we have seen, right? See this one. Okay, it is telling us same thing. This one to where? To container. Which container? Tomcat 8. Okay, what we have given? Which Tomcat 8? We have given that URL. Okay, and if you see something with context called text, context called text, this context called text means this is what we have given context box. So with this I wanted to access the application. Enter. See, this is the application. Okay, this is the application what we fetched from here. We fetched code from here. So with this code we have built a artifact. We deployed that artifact, okay, on a test server in testing environment, and we can access this thing. Hope you understood. Hope you understood. So we have two more steps: continuous testing and continuous delivery. That let us discuss in next session. So what I will do now, let us do it again. Like let us implement these three steps within one job again, so that will be helpful to you. Means it's nothing but just a quick recap stuff. So let us go to Java dashboard. I'll just create new item. Okay, let us mention recap. Okay, freestyle project, done. Okay, so what we have to do, first we have to download the code. So go to source code management, select git, copy this code. Okay, come here, paste here. So this is done. You have done your part to what to do, to download the code. Okay, now what it is, you have to build. Come to build step. Okay, invoke top level Maven target. What you have to give here, package. So this step also done. Now what you have to do, you have to go to post build action. So build has done. You can see it's clear, right? This is source code management tab. This is build tab where you can build artifact. This is post build. Means once artifact is done, what you want to do? You want to do deploy an application. So where you watch, like you can give this, see, *** dot var. Now I'll just give different context. Let's say I'll give something like ABCD. Okay, add container. Obviously that one up Tomcat 8. So this is my Tomcat 8. Okay, so I want to use this password stuff. Okay, and URL, I think we have to give private, right? So URL is this one. Come here, http:// IP port 8080. You understood, right? So in source code management tab we have given source code things. In build stuff we have given how to build, what to build, and after the post build we have given command like please deploy that, whatever the build was there, please deploy that with the context ABCD on Tomcat 8 server. Which Tomcat 8? Tomcat 8 which is hosted on this IP. Okay, and that service is running on 8080. Apply, save. Okay, so as of now we just ran every step individually. Now this is very fresh build. Let us see how it works. So now in this one step, three things should happen. Means continuous development, downloading, continuous build, continuous deployment should happen. Okay, so let me just go into this. Oh, it's done, it seems already. Come here. Okay, within 16 seconds it has done. Okay, just go here, look at console. Okay, this is part is very nice. Next Maven part also started, and we got build success. After that deployment also done. If you see now, if you see here with context called ABCD, earlier it was test, correct? So now let me give ABCD. So you could see same application. Hope you understood how we use this. Okay, so guys, just practice this. In next session I'll show you how to do continuous testing and continuous delivery. Okay, so I'm just stopping the session here. Guys, please practice.